Progress presentation by K.Mitchell. So this month I set 3 goals for myself. So goal number 1 was to learn more about Final Cut Pro. So I set out to watch Blender courses, to practice editing videos, just to gain more knowledge about the Final Cut Pro. The 2 Blender courses that I watched was the Final Cut Pro 7 and also the Final Cut Pro X 10.3 Essential Training. Now I know there are 2 different versions of Final Cut, one is newer than the other. I decided to actually watch both because they actually covered some different things that was in the older one and different things in the new one. So it could be a time where I have to use an older version of Final Cut and I will have the skills and knowledge to do that. So I learned a lot from both of them. Throughout the month, every day, every week, I would watch a certain amount of videos within those courses until I just watched them all. And I try to edit videos once a week, which kind of ties along into my goal number 3, but right now we're going to go into the second goal. Second goal I set for myself was to learn more or build more about my personal brand. Now, I'm a type of person that I tend to want to do it all, and that's kind of hard to build my personal brand because it's not focused on one thing. Like, some people know they want to be a movie director, or they know they want to be a music engineer. With me, like, I want to be a photographer, I want a newscaster, marketing, just all the types of stuff I wanted to do. So I decided I was going to sit down and determine what it is that I really wanted to do. So as I did my research and thought about everything I loved, public relations has always been number 1. Like, I just like the fact where you can actually come up with ideas to help brand another person, another company. Like, everything that we see in television and movies, it's a PR behind it that comes up with these ideas and comes up with these sponsorships and how to view a public figure. So that's what I'm leaning for. But photography has always been, a part of me. So within that second goal, it was also to work on my logo, my photography logo. I came up with 2. Previously, I always had the black and white one, but I figured, canvas stands for, you in charge of your life, it's your art, be creative and own it. So I figured I'd do a little bit of color. So I did manage to work a little bit on that. So my third goal for this month was to create a vlog or vlog. If you don't know, a vlog is basically a video blog, and the top host for these vlogs would be YouTube. So I decided that I was going to do a video per week or as much as I could and learn how to edit them. So that's when the Final Cut came into place. So I would watch other YouTubers and look at their vlogs and see how they do it, and it was quite interesting. And then another goal within that goal was to build an internet audience, an online audience, and learn about marketing. I know now that when it comes to your online audience, you want your channel that you have your vlogs on, you want it to be geared towards something so you can build an audience. Let's say if you're into cooking, most of your videos, your first couple of videos will be about cooking until you build an audience. Then you can branch out and offer more, or beauty tips. So now I know to start off focusing on what I want to focus on. So I'm still working on that. So something that I think I still need to continue to work on is my brand. You are your own brand. You have to let people know what you have to offer. So even though I kind of decided on what I wanted to do, public relations, I still think that I have to work a little bit more on that goal, deciding on what is my brand. I believe that I had used my time wisely because each week of the month I would watch the Linda videos, Linda courses. I would try to edit a video. I would sit down and think daily about what I really wanted to do. Um, and then I would record a video for my vlogs and really work on that and really look at other vlogs and get tips from other YouTubers, like I stated, to see what I have to do. And now, since I know the formula, the next months to come, I'll be able to actually move forward with my vlog. The most relevant information that really helped me this month was Final Cut Pro. Like, I was so used to using iMovie. Well, first it was the Windows Movie Maker. Then once I got an iPhone and an iPad, I started using iMovie because it was just mobile. It was right there. So finally, when I get this Final Cut Pro software, I'm like, oh my God, it's just more. It's a different interface and it's more options, and I had to just learn it all over. And I know I wanted to do some video editing in the future, so I figured why not learn about it now. So that was the most relevant thing. Like, I'm really glad that I actually set aside time to really learn more about this program. The thing that I have learned about myself personally and professionally would be time. Basically, like this quote says, make time for what matters. As people, we tend to put off on learning new things due to the fact that our schedules might not allow it. But if it's something really important and beneficial, make time to do it. So, I actually set aside time and actually did things that I wanted to do. I actually accomplished my short term goals, and it actually, felt great to do. And then another thing that I learned about myself is being organized. I actually put my mind to being organized. It ties along with time, like actually making a schedule, actually sitting down and deciding what days I'm going to do what, just having all of my information organized, easy to get to. And I learned that when I put my mind to something, I can actually get stuff done. Now, the information that I would give to future students coming into this program, this quote basically sums it up. Put your heart, mind, and soul into even your smallest acts. This is the secret of success. Basically meaning, don't put things off to the last moment. Don't try to just do a quick job just to get it out of your way. If this is something that you really want, if you really want to get a career in the entertainment industry of whatever you want to do, you really have to be dedicated. You have to set these goals and actually work toward these goals. Like, don't do a rush job. Everything you do is a reflection of yourself. So when you come into this course, give it your all. Like, actually show who you are. Show who you are. Show the skills that you have, and just make those skills 10 times better. Learn something new, because it would definitely help you in the long run. So take this quote and really, really think about it, because when you really dedicate to something, you get really awesome outcomes. So this is K.Lauren Mitchell, and this was my progress presentation.